Okay, rock and roll is basically 60 years old. So, for my assignment, I'm going to interview 3 generations of rock and roll fans, starting with someone who was there when rock and roll first started. And I thought I had all 3 of us pick out our favorite songs the year that we were 18. So, my mother, Sheila, chose Heartbreak Hotel by Elvis.
That's right. That was his first song that was on the hit parade as number 1 when I was 18 years old. And I watched him on the Ed Sullivan Show, and I was really shocked. My folks didn't say too much about it, but I really couldn't look at him. It was very vulgar, but he has a beautiful voice. A beautiful voice, and his hymns that he sang were out of this world. So I never got to see him in person, but I always wanted to.
You sure it was just his voice and not his body, Grandma?
I am very sure.
And the hymns came later. But what do you remember about when people first started calling it rock and roll? What was your first?
Well, it was well before Elvis. We had Jerry Lee Lewis. We had, Little Richard. We had Fats Domino. We had all of them. And we had the doo-wops, which were always with the groups that were singing. Rock and roll actually was even available back in the 40s and so forth.
Did they call it rock and roll then?
I truly don't know. I'm not that old, but I do know that they juggled then, so that had to be something
that
with a
particular
beat.
beat.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so that was 1955, 6-ish. The year I turned 18 was 1982, and there were a lot of good songs then. Some that I looked up that I remember was 8675309. Remember that song?
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorites was The Clash, Should I Stay or Should I Go? But the song I picked is probably the most, the one I remember the most was 1999 by Prince. And so, my memories are also have to do with going and dancing to this song. When I was 18, we go to dance clubs then, and dancing to this song was very memorable. It was kind of wrapped up our whole attitude as well. We could all die any day, so tonight we're going to party like it's 1999. But anyway, I think that this song still stands the test of time today. People still dance to it.
Prince definitely stands the test of time.
Definitely. And so, pretty iconic song, and pretty happy to know that it came out the year I was 18. So that's generation number 2.
Now generation number 3.
Well, is there anything else you want to know about my rock and roll?
No.
Actually, thanks, Mom. Actually, in 1982, I also had just become a huge Beatles fan, and so I started listening to all Beatles, and my mother did not listen to the Beatles. But
no, I thought they took poor Elvis's place. They tried to, and nobody could take
They
his
were
place.
so vulgar.
That's right.
Even though Elvis was vulgar, the Beatles were worse. But yeah, they didn't play a lot of Beatles when we went out to dance, but they did.
Not a party group.
No, but I listened to them obsessively from then and up through today. So those are my rock and roll memories from when I was young. But I'm glad that we still have rock and roll today.
In my car, all that plays is Elvis still.
Thank goodness for Sirius, right?
Yep.
Well, I'm definitely lucky to have influences like Grandma and Mom because I wouldn't have a good taste in music if I didn't. And it's kind of hard because in my generation, I was 18 in 2007, and all the top songs were, in my opinion, stupid rap songs. And going to dances, it was, doing the cha-cha slide and the, to the window, to the wall. And that's, it's fun when you're young, but it's not my taste of music. My song. Yes.
There we go. The fourth generation.
My song is Lazy Guy by Silver Sun Pickups, and I don't know if I knew the song when I was 18, but when I looked it up, it came out in 2007, and I definitely am an alternative fan. I have been an alternative fan since I was little. I've listened to Alanis Morissette, I've listened to many alternative bands, I can't think of any right now, Nirvana, and
which is kind of more grunge, right?
yes, the 90s grunge is my thing. Even though I was born in 89, I still went back to the 90s grunge. So this is my song. Just Lazy Eye.
And why did you pick this song? Why is it one of your favorites?
Because I think for a song to be good, it either needs a good beat or good lyrics. And when it has both, it's like dynamic, really good song. This is more of just a good beat. It's a good head nod song when you're driving in the car. And I hope to raise my kids on good music and not stupid rap music. No offense.
So you think you benefited from being raised with all generations of rock and roll? And I know, unlike my mother and I, you also listen to country music.
I do, and I got that from my stepfather. And I just appreciate music in general, and it's definitely relaxing. I think that's what we agreed on most across the board, was it's more of a detoxing thing, is listening to music, is just to relax and forget about things.
And the dancing.
And the dancing.
Oh, the dancing is great.
Yes.
Yes. And I happened to marry a man that liked the same thing I did.
And that helps.
That's important.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I do think that having an education
I know, you play with Daddy.
in good rock and roll music is important, and I am appreciative that I have 3 generations here that have been through the whole history of rock and roll, and hopefully there's some good music in the future.
Hopefully. There's still good songs coming out. You just have to pick and choose. And
Exactly. And do you think that what is coming out now classifies as rock and roll, or do you think it's more pop music? Do you think there's separate genres that don't really classify as rock and roll?
There's lots of genres now.
Yeah, I have no idea. I haven't liked music for years.
Well, you've heard new pop songs that you like.
Some, yes.
Happy. Everybody likes that song.
Well, yes.
Everybody likes Adele. Everybody can agree on that.
Sometimes.
I got a good compliment when I first met one of my girlfriends that she's also a music fanatic, that she's like, I've never met anybody that knows as much music as you do, other than myself. And I said, I have a broad range, from Elvis to the stuff you listen to in the 80s, and you always listen to Oldies 95 when I was growing up.
Yeah.
And so I'm lucky to have all that influence.
All right, well, thanks. And that is the end of my assignment, and I need to cut this part out, so we need to turn it off. I don't know how to edit it, but we'll